Go. What is up everyone, welcome back to our channel, welcome back to another vlog of Soms Lifestyle. We are back here at RC Tunes क्योंकि आजकल जो है ट्यूनिंग बहुत क्रेजी चल रहा है, ठीक है. And we have a very special car today, that is a 2022 A35 AMG. And rest of the details you will get from Adi and we will go for a drive. आप लोगों को जो है स्टॉक में 0 to 100 दिखाएंगे and after the stage 1 0 to 100 दिखाएंगे. So पहले आदि से बात कर लेते हैं. So Adi once again over here. So एक बार फोन नंबर और एड्रेस बता दो.
Right, our address is 188 by 50 Lake Gardens. You are very close to South City Mall, and my number is 98307 58567.
Okay, Insta ID बताओ.
Right, and Instagram you'll find us at tunes_rc or at Superchips Kolkata.
Okay, so what have we done in the A35 AMG? स्टॉक क्या आता है? थोड़ा बहुत डिटेल्स बता दो.
Bilkul. So the A35 AMG is a fast, it's like a rapid quick car. From factory it's got 302 bhp and torque is around 400 Newton meters, right? So we are giving this car a simple stage 1 tune. It'll add around 42 bhp and close to 80 to 85 Newton meters of torque. Now this car has a very good and potent engine. So with a stage 1 tune, what technically happens is that we basically flash a software in the ECU and the car becomes a lot nicer to drive in almost every circumstance. This car has got all-wheel drive. It's a 4MATIC and it's very quick to shift also, and most of the parameters of this car beg for more power because it's stiff and the car rides very well. The chassis is excellent. So with a stage 1 tune we'll be giving it that extra oomph that it needs, and we will be also seeing what kind of problems that we will be able to eradicate. For example, the car is a little sluggish when you're in the initial throttle. When you give it in comfort mode, it's not very responsive. You have to put it in Sports Plus to actually get the car going. So things like those we will be addressing. Also mileage is a concern with this car, so we will be trying to give you a slightly more efficient tune. So yeah, and also later on we will be planning bigger things for this car. This car will be going stage 2. So one step at a time, we will be trying to figure out what problems there are with this car and then try to fix those.
For stage 2 we have to change some of the hardwares, right? Yeah, so क्या change होगा stage 2 में?
So stage 2 usually requires restrictions to be removed from the exhaust. So we change the downpipe. We give you a performance catalytic converter or a decat depending on your preference. The sound does increase a little bit, but to keep it within legal limits, we always advise you to go for a Cat 8 downpipe.
Okay.
And also the car does heat soak. So when you're giving it a lot of power, the car tends to lose some of it when you're on the 3rd or 4th pull. The car heats up a lot, so it tones the power down. So we will be getting an intercooler also for this car to keep things under check, and other things also. We're still trying to figure out what the owner likes and what the owner wants.
अच्छा, वैसे हिसाब से we will discuss the मतलब companies and all कि क्या बिठाना है गाड़ी में, right? So ये गाड़ी ट्यून होने से पहले कैसा था?
The car was it's okay for an AMG. I would not say it's got the belonging of an AMG, because most of the cars that we have tuned, like for example the C63, it's a kind of a hooligan. It's difficult to tame. Even the C43 for that matter is very torquey and the low end is usually very good. But with this car it's lacking in that front. So that was the biggest issue. In comfort mode it takes its own time, it's a bit sluggish. Gearbox has its own problems, that was a separate issue, and the engine by itself, the way it's been tuned from Mercedes is a bit, sluggish. So that's what we'll be trying to sort out.
So enjoy some cinematic shots of the car right now, then we will go for a drive.
Inside of me, you better watch out if your enemy's a road ahead of full prophecy to be the greatest beast the world has ever seen. I feed him every day like the bones clean. I feed him all the hate and he grows me, and he gets claws real big, pissed off quick. And if you cross him, you might drop dead. Metaphorically, of course, settling the score, never getting bored, loves the blood and gore, always wanting more, feeding from the source. They don't really understand until they feel the force. Departed, if you start shit, you'll be heartless in the darkness. Torn apart quick, you left scars ripped, you'll be chewed up and discarded. And this world ain't right, won't accept it. Negative energy, I expect it. Once it's in your mind, it's infectious. So fight for your life and reject it. You better give me space, I'm protected. adrenaline spikes when I'm threatened. And if you stay in my way, I'm aggressive. Cause when there's no exit, I'll kill when I'm desperate.
Welcome back, guys. Today we've got an A35 AMG. We've just tuned this to Superchips Stage 1 and we're out here testing the car. Now of course people must be wondering, what are we doing with an AMG? AMGs are fast enough. Well, even the AMGs unfortunately have a few points of improvement, mostly to do with city ambling, because when we drove the stock car we felt a very lazy driving style in comfort mode. And for example, we are climbing the flyover right now, and in order for the car to get a move on, one would have to press the throttle significantly more than one would expect. So I'm going to just give it a very light tap on the throttle to show how quickly the car just pulls and takes off. It's a very, very light tap on the throttle. So what this is allowing you to do is allowing you to drive with a lighter foot, which will obviously give better efficiency, and at the same time improve your overall driving experience, because this will translate to more power, more pickup on the highway, and also give you that little confidence when you're at high speeds and you want to go even faster. So you'll have that extra headroom. So yeah, that sums this car's stage 1 tune up. Lot more upgrades will be coming for this. For example, an intercooler upgrade is on the way. These cars do heat stroke, especially in our climate. In India, in the east it's even worse. We've got so much humidity and the petrol is not really that great. So right now it's running stock hardware. It's got a performance air filter, that's it. So we are going to be putting the intercooler and then testing this car, and maybe hopefully this will go stage 2 soon too. So stay tuned.
guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the car, liked the car a lot. बहुत अच्छा गाड़ी है, मैं बैठा and the power difference is real. ठीक है. So if you guys enjoyed today's vlog, if you guys enjoyed the car, if you guys like the car, do share a comment, do share your comment, do share your thoughts, and like, share and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram @teamvalley.username 404. You guys can follow them on Instagram @RCTunes and Superchips Kolkata. So as always, I'm at the end of today's video. Bye bye.